WACK 100 goes in on CRIP Mac getting sentenced to 33 months. So WACK 100 brings an expert to Clubhouse and breaks down the paperwork of CRIP Mac of how he didn't get the bare minimum of 5 years in the feds, because that's the bare minimum when you have a gun charge. So WACK 100 pretty much goes in and brings a expert to break down the paperwork of CRIP Mac, and he says CRIP Mac either snitched, because there's no other way how he got 33 months unless he's somebody who doesn't have nothing going on in his life and the judge out of mercy gave him 33 months. Either way, y'all, WACK 100 goes in. Let me know what y'all think.
All right, listen. I got my guy. I call him the paperwork reader because in the federal penitentiary, he did a lot of time. That's what the fuck he did. So today I saw the blogs. CRIP Mac got 33 months. Now, I do know he had 2 prior gun convictions, and he got caught with a ghost gun. That means those serial numbers, all that shit. Now, you've been lacing me on the federal how it work. I got the mandatory minimum charge. I'm looking at this shit, and it's not adding up. But I haven't been to the Fed, so I'm doubling back, coming back to my paperwork reader from the federal penitentiary. I know you did a whole lot of time. I forgot what it was, 20, 25. I know you did a lot of time.
262 months.
262 months. Okay, now, 2 prior gun convictions. And now you get caught with a ghost gun. You're a gang member. You might have another little robbery in there, but let's just X all that out. You got 2 prior gun convictions, and now you're caught with a ghost gun, and they give you 33 months. What about that adds up or don't add up?
That ain't adding up. Not under the 922G shit. But you get a mandatory minimum, right? It's 5 years, right?
Okay.
So if the gun got bullets, if he an ex-felon or any part of that kind of shit, if the gun's got bullets, those are separate sentences based on the bullets alone. He got 2 guns, man. He gonna get anywhere. He gonna get about a dime for sure if they don't fuck with the bullets and all that. He just got regular shit. He gonna get about a dime, even if he ain't been in no shit or none of that.
That's what I thought.
And that's like having no criminal history or none of that shit. You're going to get 15 years. You're going to get 15 if he had a conviction before under the Armed Career Criminal Act.
He definitely
that's
had
an enhancement.
Okay, so now I've been hearing rumors, and I don't know how this shit works, that they were going to try to use the crazy card. Now, I know we use that in L.A. County. It get niggas a little bit, but not a lot. Does that factor in the crazy playing crazy when you got caught with a ghost gun and you got 2 other prior convictions that the crazy wasn't?
Man, he would be in the motherfucking crazy hospital in the feds. They got a place for you. You don't be on the line no motherfucking where. They got a whole prison for your ass.
Oh, so it wouldn't matter. That wouldn't affect the time.
No, because he'd be over there with their ass with a different time. He wouldn't be on no line nowhere. He wouldn't be in no line park terminal out and no shit like that.
All right, so listen.
Your main hospitals.
I'm about to go on back to Clubhouse, and I'm going to tell the people I call my guy. I call him the paperwork reader because at the federal penitentiary, every yard he hit, that was one of his jobs. Okay.
Man, your main thing, if he an armed career criminal, if he faced any of that sentencing enhancement, you can get anywhere from 15 to life, depending on the specifics of that shit. That's with the bullets and all that shit.
But the 33 months, that is just not.
That ain't adding up at all. Even when you look at the fucking guidelines, that shit ain't gonna add up just in category 1.
Hold on, I got my man. He sent me the motherfucking guidelines. He sent them to me. And I was like, it's federal sentencing guidelines, Burnham and some other motherfucking name. All right? So you say category, it says offense level, Zone A, Zone B, Zone C, Zone D. Then it has Category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that the sentence table you talking about?
Yeah. So I'm a break it down for you. So where you see offense level, they have base offense levels for certain crimes, right?
Okay.
So for a gun, the base offense level would be something like 26 or 24 or something like that.
That's
so in category one, I think level 20 or something, you're gonna get 33 months on the low end. The nigga got any kind of
20
prior,
33 to 41.
Any prior convictions, you going up to the 46, the 51, and so on and so forth. And then you're gonna get the ACAA, the Armed Career Criminal Act. Then that come into play. After they settle that. Once they settle this section, and then they go down further for the calculations to determine the criminal history category, the sentencing range.
Out of 20, you saying that's a nigga ain't got nothing. That's
ain't they got no nigga ain't never been to jail before.
Yeah, so
I'm talking about never nothing. Zero criminal history.
24 is 51 and 63. 25 is 57 and 71. 26 is 63 to 78. So when you say
look, let's put it like this too, WACK. So you know the mandatory minimum for the gun is 60 months. See what I'm saying?
5 years.
That's where it's a problem. That's where the problem at, because the mandatory minimum is 60 months.
And he got 33.
And that's below the guy. That's below the mandatory minimum.
And in your you know, your knowledge of dealing with this shit, because you get a lot of fair time, and you was a paperwork reader. I know reading paperwork, you had to be real versed on what the fuck it was and wasn't, so you know what you was looking at. If you get beneath that mandatory minimum, then it's what are the things?
Only way you could do that is a safety valve or cooperation. Period.
So what's a safety valve?
A safety valve is for a nigga that ain't never been in trouble and going to college and got some shit going on for himself. They'll give you a safety valve. They'll give you a safety valve, you know, just like they used to send a nigga back to the military. Okay, nigga, go do these 20 months and we're going to put you on all these other things, but you better be doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Now watch this. When they tried to get him like a bail or get him out when he first went to the feds, they told him because he was a known gang member, they wasn't doing none of that.
That ain't got nothing to do with the feds. The feds don't give a fuck about that, man. They don't care about that, man. They got gang motherfuckers from every part of the world in that motherfucker. Taliban motherfuckers and all kind of shit. They don't care about none of that shit. I'm telling you, nigga, they got motherfuckers eat motherfuckers in there. Nigga, they don't care about none of that shit.
So this 33 months. Yeah, okay. All right, well, let me run this back, because this shit right here, I said, you know what? I've done a lot of state time, but when I speak from your education and these charts. I said, let me call the homie and go over this shit, because that 33 months with that ghost gun. Now, bro, a ghost gun, a switch, and a silencer. How are they handling those? Are they all handling them the same?
Let me check something out.
The ghost gun is no serial numbers, no ballistics, no nothing. That ain't even getting caught with a regular gun. That's like you got some shit you can kill 300 niggas with there and never know it.
Mm-hmm. Let me see how they handle that shit. All right, they taking a strict approach with that ghost gun shit. Under 922P, that statute prohibits the manufacturing and sales of it. A nigga you gonna get a 5 to 10 just on that shit alone.
And that ain't got nothing to do
right
with
at the mandatory. Look, it says no, because with that, all right. So say you say it's 5 to 10 years on the mandatory minimum or more, and then you got the enhancements for the armed career criminal, which imposes a mandatory minimum of 15 years.
I read that.
And then you got the silencer. Then the silencer is a whole nother ballgame. The silencer is getting charged all by itself under a statute called National Firearms Act. That's a whole nother thing. The NFA.
My man sent me something that says it's in red writing. Possession of a firearm or ammunition by a prohibited person. 18 U.S.C. 922 G and N. Punishable by up to 10 years imprisonment. May receive minimum sentence of 15 years without parole if offender has 3 or more prior convictions for felony crime, violence, burglary, robbery, assault, possession of offensive weapons and or drug trafficking felony. Then they got elements, and then they got some other shit down here. So what you saying is lining up with this. That 33 months is just not making sense. So what happens, bro, when somebody like that hits the yard and they see your offense, ghost gun, or whatever, and they see 33 months? What do you guys do?
It's a million niggas already there with the charge. So when he say how much time he got, it's auto. Like, hold on, nigga, how do you get that? And now he get to talking. He might not even make it to me. He might not even make it for no paperwork to get seen, because there's too many niggas already with those charges and with that time. Because you see, this shit is on a grid. Ain't no negotiating. Ain't no motherfucking lawyer. Ain't none of that shit. You either tell or you get it, nigga. Period. Ain't no none of that other shit. Ain't none of that other shit. You don't fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah, ain't no motherfucker.
We had, look, nigga, on our case, nigga, we had David Dudley, them, nigga. You know what them people told them? We don't give a fuck about none of that. They on some grids. What y'all gonna do? They base offense level is this. Their criminal history is this. They right here. How you gonna beat that?
I got another something I want to ask you that's totally different from this. When people got their record expunged on the state level, for if they say they never been to the feds, went to the pen, they didn't got their record expunged, right? Mm-hmm. What happens if they was to go to the feds, they come back to jail and go to the feds, or will the feds go dig that up, or is just like you clean?
No, it's expunged. It's gone. It's expunged.
Gotcha. All right. To my other counterpart on the phone, I'm not gonna say your name. I gotta put you with my attorneys because my shit is expunged. We gotta get you done too. Hey, look, appreciate it. Appreciate your time. I'm finna go talk to these people and let them hear this shit. And because I said, bro, it don't sound right. I've been taught. I got a few cats on the floor that have been to the Fed. They saying the same shit you said. I said, but let me go ahead on and get some confirmation. And this shit is what it is. Like you always said, you said, WACK, this shit is what it is, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking negotiating.
They don't play around that shit.
Appreciate your time, my nigga.
All right, my nigga.
All right.
I mean, shit. Maybe they won't blame me. I just asked the questions.
Niggas a rat.
Everybody okay?
Damn, this is fucked up.
I knew it.
Only on the honey side. Shit get real tricky fucking with the
That nigga supposed to be
Or something
facing
else.
no.
So
safety.
he
But yeah,
cooperated. The nigga's
yeah.
a rat.
See, when
Bottom line.
you dealing with the feds, it ain't like the state. You can go in here and negotiate this. No, motherfucker. This your shit. This your category. You start here. I'm looking at the chart. When they say mandatory minimum, if your shit say 51 to 80 months, that means you can't get no less than the 51. It's at the judge's discretion if he want to give you 70, 80, anything in between. But you can't get no less than the mandatory minimum of 51 months unless you cooperate.
Y'all alright?
Man, homie said that he
How you
wasn't supposed to
get
get no less
33?
than
God
10
damn. And then, yeah, he said
with
10
no
with
prior. With no prior, he was supposed to get no less than 10.
Yes.
the ghost gun. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna pin up the chart so y'all have it. So those of y'all that want to go back and re-listen to what he said, you will see the categories and what he's breaking down. That's the chart right there. The feds on how they give you the time. Them niggas passing out a whole lot of time.
And does he have like is it just him being charged in his
Just him.
paperwork, or does
Ain't
he have
no,
codees?
nope.
Oh.
Just him. Caught with a ghost gun. Gun with no serial numbers that they can't trace.
That's the gun that was 3D printed.
While having priors.
Or having prior gun cases.
Bang, it doesn't have to be 3D printed, Bang. You could buy like an 80% lower that's not serialized and put it and build it
Oh, all
and
right.
still be a good.
So like when he said they don't give a fuck about if you're affiliated with a gang or anything like that, so
Talk
with the
about
feds,
that
that shit,
yeah, they
none of
so
that.
if you look at that thing I put up top, right? You look at that. When he was reading it, all right, there where it says offense level, right? Guns fall, he say starting from offense level 20 on down. 20 is a motherfucker that ain't never been in trouble, ain't never, nigga, you in college with a job, non-gang member, you ain't never been arrested. So offense level 20 is 33 mandatory minimum months to 41 months. He said the fact that the nigga had a ghost gun is gonna slide him right starting at 24. He said then he's gonna go up because he had prior gun charges. So he said even at 24, with no prior gun charges with the ghost gun, the mandatory minimum is 51 months. 51 to 63. So it's at the judge's discretion if he want to give him the mandatory minimum or he want to give him the max or something in between. He said, so, dude probably going to be about a 78. It's like a 28, 29, realistically, which is 78 to 97 or 87 to 108 months. So, 10 years is 120 months. He said a nigga could have went up to damn near high 30s because they could have charged him for the bullets in the gun. Now, I don't know. You see them categories 43, that just say life across the bottom. You ain't never getting out.
Hey, Wack, did he say every bullet was a charge?
Damn
Yeah,
right.
they could. They could. But let's just say they didn't do you like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start at a category, fucking offense level because it's that ghost gun loan 24. And because you been to jail before for other gun cases or whatever the fuck, it's going to go up. Every time you've been to jail for certain shit, it goes up. This is why I asked him the question at the end of it because my record is expunged. So he like, pretty much telling me they gotta treat you like a nigga never been to jail if you ever get caught up. Right? This nigga here, he was out on probation for a gun and fighting another gun case and then got caught with a gun.
So there's no way it could be 33 months. That shit's way up there.
It's beneath the mandatory minimum.
It's a way.
Damn. I mean, it's a way, yeah.
It's
It's a
definitely a
right
way.
away.
That motherfucker
Called
said,
down with the
hey,
Parker.
Wack, you said
Definitely a way.
33 months. I got jealous as a motherfucker. Hey, who this nigga know? This shit
No,
crazy.
yo, listen. That's what he's saying. He said there's so many niggas on the yard that's gonna have the same case. He said niggas get mad when they say, "What you in there for?" You got what? He said off the rip. They already know you
I'm
either.
telling you.
Soon they hear his sentence, niggas ears gonna perk up like, huh?
Yeah, that's
But his paperwork don't say nothing about 5K1 or down with the parts in the paperwork.
well. I mean, we ain't seen the work. They
Oh,
just
nobody.
reported he got 33 months.
Oh yeah, when you look at that, and for what he got locked up, niggas gonna turn to Scooby Doo on his ass real fast.
Now I do know Adam had mentioned that they had told him he was looking at 10 years. That was about a month or two ago. I don't know what.
Shit, I know what happened.
And on top of that, I'm gonna be real. That nigga, he might have did his research because remember that nigga went big and disrespect the whole Muslim card, fucking around on the phones on the internet. So since he been in there, he might have did his research. He like shit, niggas talking about giving me 120 months, nigga 180 months. And I already got to deal with what I got to deal
Oh
with, and I didn't did that.
shit. Yeah, he did his research. Damn, this nigga snitching.
He probably signed a letter says promise to snitch later. Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, listen. I thought about it. I said before I speak on it, let me ask a few people. And my man, that's what he did. He was the paperwork reader in there. You at that yard, he went over that work. He did 262 months himself. That's a little over 21 years straight.
So what do they do when they read someone's paperwork like
Which G
hypothetically?
homie was that, OG?
That's definitely a G homie.
On the set, I know. I later, I
It
thought it
was
was Bill
definitely
Blast.
some power on that phone.
I thought it was Bill Blast at first, and then like they was like, nah, it's a different G homie.
No, that's a whole other G homie. And the nigga that called on the three-way is a nigga I've been doing it with since I've been a kid, a pup. Right? So he like, I said, call the paperwork reader. He said, oh shit. So I just asked him, look, this what we dealing with. Cause he the one I go to about that shit, cause all the homies in the joint be like, man, that nigga hit the yard. He said, this nigga know motherfuckers, he know the shit. So he was the one. I like, yo, go holler at the homies, let him go through your shit. Yeah. Well, quite naturally, they ain't gonna give a fuck about that. They gonna say, that nigga whack always. Listen here, man. If it was me, you had my ass nailed to a cross.
You know the blind nigga and the joking nigga, they gonna have something to say.
The blind nigga, I don't think he gonna play with that, bro. Cause he, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what that is. And homie's gonna be like, my nigga, what you talking about? Cause the homies is gonna tell him. The homies know who that is on that recording. That's a fact. They know. Streets is a myth. On another note, they let Troy Ave go today. I told you he'd be home
Oh
shortly.
yeah, I saw that.
Oh, what he home?
Hold
Yeah, I
on,
told you
let
he'd be
Wack
home
finish
shortly.
telling y'all.
He'd be home shortly.
Hey Wack, did you see the his girl gave him $2 million when he got out?
But that was Wolf.